My name's Dave, and I am from Minnesota. I moved down here with my wife and 2 kids. I've got 2 older kids back in Minnesota, and we moved down here for work, and we've just really enjoyed getting connected to Southcrest. And so we've enjoyed this season of our life, but it hasn't been this way for a long time. 8 years ago, we had some, I'll just say this, life took some unexpected turns. Without going into all the details, I can tell you this, pain hits all of us. And one of the byproducts of the pain we were going through was we really wrestled with our relationship with God. We also really struggled with church involvement. For years and years and years, church was our life. And then we suddenly found ourselves not even going to church. There was a brief season, about a year, where we visited almost 25 churches over the course of the year. And we felt at the time that none of them fit. Looking back, it wasn't that the churches themselves were at fault for that no fit. We were the reason, because we were so broken and so hurting that we weren't able to make that connection, and we weren't able to keep that connection. I used to call it the dark period, or the dark ages, where relationships that just used to be so solid and strong and stable really were stretched so thin beyond belief. And I'm thankful to God because those relationships have been restored. And so over the next several months / few years, time started to heal those wounds, and we were then in a place where we could start going to church again. When we moved down here to Georgia, I was predetermined to be a church-going family. Obviously, we had off and on over the past several years, but I really wanted it to be a pillar of our life. So I told my wife, I said, we're gonna go to church. When we move down to Georgia, we're gonna find a church and we're gonna go. And I talked to my coworker and I said, so where do you go to church? And he said, Southcrest. So we checked out Southcrest online for a few weeks, really liked what we saw, and then we came in person, and then we liked it even more. The funny thing is, I had told my wife, I said, I'm determined to not shop around. If there's no red flags and we don't hate it, we're going. I had had enough church shopping in my past. I didn't want to go there again. So we came to Southcrest in person, loved the music, loved the preaching, loved the people. Talking to Ben every Sunday was just so refreshing because it felt like you've known him for years. Seth was very welcoming. I let him know that I'd like to play the piano on Sunday if I could. So I auditioned. He felt like I was good enough. That was really cool because Southcrest is a place of excellence, but they're also authentic, and you don't have to be perfect to serve here. You don't have to be perfect to be accepted in social circles. The church is God's idea. Church is mentioned in the Bible. It just means a gathering of people. It's so much better if you're doing life with someone else, if you're doing life with other people, especially doing life with people that are like-minded. So if there's anybody out there that's going through really rough times and you feel like giving up on God or you feel like giving up on church, I would just encourage you to hang in there. Don't give up in your heart. Maybe your life, and it probably does, look different on the outside than it used to, but don't give up on God because He hasn't given up on you. Don't give up on church because the church hasn't given up on you. And whatever you're going through at this moment in time, just remember that it's a snapshot. It's like a picture, a moment in your life, and it's not the end of the story. So there's other pages that need to be turned. So just challenge yourself to see your future and see your life through God's eyes, because God views you and your life with hope. He's got a good plan for you.